They are keen. Right, what am I going to be doing here? I'm going to go to war with you, which will drag in Medri Bahri, who I'm really not caring at all about. They have a nice bit of copper, but otherwise it's just a nobody. They're allied with Darfur and Kaffa, and I'm really not in the business for picking up a vassal around here. But I'll probably run them down. Unfortunately, they also have a fort here, but, you know, we can deal with that. We'll just run them down. They don't even have Tech 12. What I'm saying is, it'll be fine. But our war is with Kaffa here. A good old holy war. And sure enough, you get involved, which is fine. We'll get you killed, and everybody will be happy, especially me. And I will completely forget about my navy for the umpteenth time. That's alright though. These are the real guys that should be forgotten about. I don't really think we need to deal with this fort here more than a token force standing on it. Otherwise, though, a couple to deal with these provinces, and a bit of a force to hold you down, and the rest need to kill Kaffa. Now Ethiopia is going to give military access to folks, so I should be a little bit Reclaim Tabuk, colonize Mamphil. That mission's pretty good for me since it gives a lovely bonus for settler chance and settler increase. Might take a wee while, but we'll get it done. No real extra costs, so nothing to worry about. I do, however, want to keep these guys just a little bit backed up. And we'll move into destroy. And are they wanting to fight me? Am I wanting to fight them? We got every advantage here, so we'll be fine. Also, they didn't fund their fort, so wow. These guys are going to be out like a light. Frankly, their money will be fine. Their money and, of course, war reparations. And we'll be good. We'll be better than good. We'll be not half bad. Well, hopefully we'll be not half bad. I am kind of chucking my army in half here. Is this enough of a half? Well, it's risky, but I'm going to hope that we win this battle. It's also risky for Portugal to get on my bad side when I have Spain's backing, but I guess it would work in my advantage if they were foolish enough to do that. Now they're going to run, but chasing them down might not be the best of ideas right now. I did a fair number on my actual units that I had. And a bit more Okay, well I do need it down somewhat. We'll see where they're running to. It's such a treacherous place to fight in this. But they're all running all the way to Harar. So I'll take advantage of the situation. And we'll burn these guys down. Jake, are there any plans for adding 1.5 mountains achievement, having glorious Shitatsu show around 50% of the world's development? Should be possible without exploits. I think 3 mountains have been done without exploits, if my memory serves me well, and it often does. Shame about this other fort. Really what I'm in for are the Caffin gold here. Not so oh, they have, yeah, one gold mine. Not so much anything else. But I do need one place to fall for that. I take a big risk when I do what I'm thinking of maybe doing here. I was thinking of exiling my army and throwing it over here just to fight these guys. But that would be a huge risk in essentially cutting my army in half. Ah well, live dangerously. Oof, didn't think of that. There goes our conquests on the Ottomans. That's alright though, there are many things I often don't think of. And yeah, I'm not about to help any pathetic natives. I don't need them. Right, I could take their money, which is good for me, but I do wonder if I should use my exiled troops. I wonder if they would be exiled actually here. To go over there and beat up the Hassalees. So that's a huge dip in my forces if I do that. Ah, but Mecca are mountains. I would need only 8,000 to really effectively deal with that, since they would come running. Might be a little daft, but I'll do it anyway. Because worrying is for other people. And like I said, there's not a huge amount of land that I'm looking for getting out of these folks. So once Kaffa's capital falls, I'll probably be able to take what I want here. Excellent, but I'm not interested in this province at all. Just wanted my bonus. Thanks, game. You're the best. Now the Elodian separatists will go around and they'll spread their separatism, but again, I'm not too concerned about that. They were gonna do it anyway. Right, you guys can all go straight for Mecca. Might be a good idea to stick a general on you. Always playing with the rebels so much, it's probably not good for my health. Actually, I wonder where they're going to go to. I wonder if they're just going to make a beeline for the capital. Works for me. They might run into some of my rebels for me. Okay, this is what I'm counting on here. I'll just consolidate whatever troops I lose there as well. Yeah, to be honest, you did cause me a fair bit of trouble. I could take a bit more than this. I could leave you with your one coffee province, so that you'll be very nice and develop that for me. That would cheese off a few people down here. But it's not that I'm going for a huge amount of conquest in this area. I just wanted to get my fingers down into that gold mine. I'm sure they'll understand. Then again, Never know when the wars are suddenly going to take a turn for the ugly. Ethiopia would be out of that in a moment's notice. Cheers, Kaffa. I think I would rather get that converted faster than getting it cored quick. Alright, now I have a few problems. Some of them quite rebel related. In fact, we're about to get a whole bunch more rebels. That's fine. Rebels are fun. Just ask the Ottomans. It's nice because I can target the areas that have had recent uprising and give them the conversion treatment. Also means I need to get my army up quite a bit, and I think a fair few mercs are the way to go with that. Since manpower is hurting and money is not. What caused kebab to explode? Well, Turkish Delight started to westernize, and it didn't go so well. They never did finish. I think they cancelled. Yeah, and they got Peasant War, so things, yeah, certainly didn't go so hot for them. But that'll be it, westernization plus Peasant War. Not really keen on increasing autonomy down here, since, well, it's gold, and I hate to lose out on gold income. Also not a big fan of what I'm doing with my army here. I need to organize it a bit better, because I'm just drinking attrition and putting my air at risk. I do like the idea of getting that tax modifier there. Devotion, that's fine. Merchant guilds lose loyalty, but the emirs gain it. And it's the emirs that I'm slightly more afraid of. Plus, who can argue with a bit of a tax income boost? Well, not my best buddy. Spain is the emperor. Now, there's no province around here that is wonderful for defending in. Means it's all fine for attacking in, but still. I'm strangled here unless there is a bit of a defection going on, and even if there is, I don't have the... not in a position to really take advantage of it. Let's get those mercs on the go. Jake, will you be fiddling with cultures at all this playthrough? I don't really have the admin to be playing around with cultures right now, I would hazard. Okay, what we should do is take care of these troublesome guys. I wonder if there's a river crossing into Sahara. Because if there is, they might come running for it. Or they'll just come running there. As long as there's running. The way that they've regrouped is a little troublesome for me. So what I'll do is I'll get my mercs over there to go and throw themselves face first into the problem. And they will be followed up by the main army. There we go. Mercs arrive in the 22nd, main army afterwards. We slightly outnumber them, should give us a good flank. And although cannons are borderline not useless, I don't feel myself under too much of a disadvantage. Oh dear. Get out of that. Didn't think those two kinds of rebels would team up. Mercurian and Alodian separatists, huh? Interesting. How are they going to mishmash? Speaking of mishmashing. Alright, Persia's involved in some other war. They may well become a little too busy with that to defend the Hassa. Now, it might not seem that I'm in the best of positions to be talking about going to war with other nations, since my country is currently burning. It looks like these folks are going to come down and occupy these provinces. But what I can do right now, at the very least, is I've got a good opportunity to attack these armies independently. Oh, shoot. Ah. I forgot the Mamluks kept this one core of theirs, didn't they? Oh well, away we go. I'm not about to deal with all those guys. Jeez, that's a bit scary, isn't it? I wonder where the Mamlukian separatists wish to rise up now. Rather a few places. But also Minya. I do wonder why Minya. But there's something I can do about that at least. Right, unfortunately they still kind of want to rise up. So if we increase stability though, still a little bit due to separatism, which is a shame. Well, I'm not really happy about fighting them again. Oh, but this I should be happy about. Welcome back, Mamluks. That turns the Mamluk separatists into an actual standing army, who are only too happy to fight my other enemies for me. I can hope. And now the Hijazis rise up in the Ottomans. And we have a nice, weak Mamlukian enemy to fight. Glad we dealt with all these provinces, huh? Alright, everybody, stay where you are because I need to prevent these Mamluks from rising up. They still want to, but not for much longer. Oh, dearie me. Hold on, I think I recognize that. There's a bugged event where the Mamluks get an uprising. But it can happen in Cairo even for foreign powers. I think that's it at least. I'm wondering if it's worth my time to kill them or just accept. Nah, peasants need to die. Shame I left a whole bunch of my people sitting over there. But we can deal with this quite nicely. Also gives us a whole bunch of land that we really should be calling our own. Because there's some good amount of development around there. And poor time for me to lose my cores, but still. We'll get it back. I want Al-Quds, for example. Jerusalem will be mine again. Not really much point in sending in the mercs first, since in the end, they're all gonna die. There we go. At least we don't have to worry about the Mamlukian uprisings anymore. I just gotta get my my country back in check, because it's been suffering a little bit. But that's fine. Ah, welcome, Bane. Bane Williams, it is always good to see you around. Also good to send in my mercs to die. So yeah, a fair few of these guys still want to rise up. That's okay. Trebizonder crusade against the Ottomans. Georgia Hassett Muscovy? Jings, other people got more balls than me when it comes to fighting these guys. Should have had my troops on Mecca, since it's the mountainous province, better for defending with. Well, there are plenty of rebels to go around. I'm not all that concerned about the Mamlukian army size. Oh, I should be concerned about those guys, though. They'll just march over and kill me, which is no good for the economy. Also pretty glad I didn't leave a fort around here, or else it'd just be a pain to de-siege. That's right, always planning around the fact that my forts are going to fall to rebels. So let's be honest, they will. The Kafan separatists are about to rise up. They're going to be an even bigger bother, because all the land is difficult to defend against. This gives plenty of time to get all these provinces nice and converted. Anything that isn't already cored can also be cored, including that troublesome Mamlukian province. And the Mamluks themselves already having a bit of a tiz. Is that all? Okay, 3 shock is a fair something, but you can't worry about these things. People are going to fight against me anyway. Trebizond is more encouraged than you. You've grown soft since the 40 Years' War. Oh, I have certainly grown soft in the past. Oh, hold on, I was converting Kaffa, and that's why I'm getting Coptic zealots. That's a shame, they're going to torch him. And I can't save him in time. Ah, well. How like me. Shouldn't be a river crossing, even though there clearly is one there, because we have the superior maneuver. I want to get myself into that swamp on the double, because that'll give us some nice defense against that 6 fire, 3 shock enemy general. Done and done right. Shame about the Coptic zealots, though. Jake, are you ill? You sound like you have the flu. I just came away from having the flu for a week, which is why there hasn't been any streaming. And I have felt awful. Speaking of feeling awful, Spain, you seem to desire my territory. Well, at least you don't have an alliance with Portugal, but you probably would get one shortly. You guys probably still love each other. Friendly, friendly, huh? Well, that's a shame. But I don't need them. We can survive fine and well without them. Ducala, though? Right, as expected they came for us, but now we defend in the swamps. And no matter how good they may be, we're better. Ah yes, more revolts. Bring 'em on. Add the Coptics to it as well, because why not? Actually, that's a little concerning. They joined in at a pretty poor time for me. Pretty damn poor, in fact. That's painful. Wow. Pretty much eradicated my army there, which is certainly bad news for us. I wonder if they're going to spread Coptic even further, which would be, well, they don't have much to spread it here. Can you remove Great Britain as a rival yet? Not sure if I'd want to. 100 Diplo, and they've already considered me as a rival, so I don't think the benefit would really be there. Quit running, folks. There's a war against rebels to be fought here. There's a case to be made for things have changed since I was able to fight the Ottomans for all that time. It'll be fine. Jake, why were you attacking in that battle against the Coptic rebels? I was. I hadn't paid attention to it, but it would be pretty terrible if that were the case. Okay, what's the best thing to be doing here? Could sit a while and get my units repaired slightly in order to fight these other rebels. The Coptics aren't really going to do much damage around here, since it's already Coptic. Might get a bit of religious violence, but it's not like I'm making loads of money from these provinces anyway. I think killing more seems like a good idea. Using my not too shabby air to do it as well. You planning on doing anything with the 7 stack in the Mozabites? You know, if I got access through Yemen, then I could do almost nothing with that as well. Because I couldn't get these. Ah, no, I could get them onto a boat if I did that. Glad to have something to do with them. Thanks for going to war, Yemen. Really, it's a good sign that I should be the one going to war with Hassa, since Persia would break the alliance now. Even Trebizond wouldn't get involved. It's a shame I really don't have much to fight with right now, because I put them all on kill yourself to rebel duty. Boy, I should really just let my nation recover for a bit. Shame I'm too gung-ho for that. Okay, folks, they'll either go there or there. What am I feeling? Well, it would be more damaging if they went here, so I'll be prepared for them there. And then again, they're in dry lands. Well, that answers that. They have no maneuver, so that's okay. Shame about the whole foreshock, though. What do you mean, Jake? You have plenty of rebels that you can use to fight. This guy right here. Okay. Might be as well sending in the half-dead mercs to do the brunt of the work.